Greetings, my empire. Drizzle Empire here, back with another video. Today, we doing something a little bit different. We doing an unboxing. Now, I ain't never did an unboxing before, so this is something brand new. Now, what I'm on unboxing today is like, it's kind of, sort of a bootleg PS4 remote. Like, it's kind of not, but it kind of is at the same time. I know I haven't been uploading, it's been a while since I've uploaded something, and the reason is I broke my remote. Well, I broke my remote, right? I broke it, but something that was wrong with the remote led me to breaking the remote, and I think every controller player, anybody who plays with controller, experiences this problem. Every controller player, bro, it's the bane of the controller players, man. It's the bane of gamers. Like console gamers. It's the bane. It's the disease that is bound to happen to your remote if you play if you play regularly. It's bound to happen. It's something that's bound to happen. It's no escaping it. I don't see how can you escape this disease. And the disease I'm talking about is stick drift. Everybody hates stick drift. I hate stick drift. But it happened. That was my bro. I, bro, stick drift has led me to breaking 5 PlayStation remotes. It's led me to break 5 PlayStation remotes. You know, like I just went through my fifth one. That's crazy, bro. What's 60 times 5? Y'all do the math. I'm not doing the math. Let me see. Actually, I think I could do the math. 120, 120, 120. Right? No, 120, 120. That's 240. That's $300 on remotes. $300 on remotes. That's crazy, man. Stick drift, bro. I hate it. You know. So what I did is, you know, c- people could deal with stick drift at first. Like it wasn't that bad at first. The stick drift, and some of my like earlier videos, my latest videos, you could see like the stick drift in my gameplay, like my Castle Crashers or my Smite gameplay, like, and it was not on one stick. It was on both sticks where they was drifting. Like you could see like when I was dueling, like if you see if I when I was dueling, and like my character would randomly like Vimana would just randomly turn to the left, like for no reason, like even when I'm in a fight, that was stick drift. And Castle Crashes, if you see like my character was uncontrollably moving, that was stick drift. At first it wasn't that bad. I had stick drift for like the longest now, bro, on my remote, but it wasn't that bad until like a month ago. Then it started getting really bad. The stick drift, it's bad. It gets worse over time. It's a disease. It gets worse over time. Then stick drift breaks your remote. So stick drift didn't break my remote. Like it was a defect in the remote. Then I put the nail in the coffin. Trying to fix it, opening it up, trying to fix it, and I made it worse. And I put the nail in the coffin. So I thought I would have, more luck. More luck. You know what? Let me stop buying the Sony remote, because maybe they stuff doing the stick drift. And let me just buy some. Oh, this is some bootleg remote. It's not really bootleg. Kind of, sort of is bootleg. Kind of, sort of not a bootleg. It's for different. You gonna see when I unbox it. But if y'all think I'm lying about the remote, about me, you know, disassembling the remotes. I disassemble the remotes. Look, all these remotes, all these remotes. But look, if y'all haven't, I suggest that you disassemble a remote. If you have a remote that like you don't use or it don't work really really well, you should try to, you should what's it called? Open it up because it teaches you a lot about the remote. You should at least do this once. I did it 5 times. Actually, no, I did it 3 times. I did it 3 times. The other 2 remotes I didn't display. And here is the equivalent to 3 remotes. It's the equivalent to 3 remotes, man. Look, all this. It's the equivalent to 3 remotes in here, you know. And look, all this stuff, man. It's the equivalent to 3 remotes. But I suggest you opening up a remote once, man, because it's really interesting, you know, like how remotes work. Like right now, I could hook up this. Like for example, this I could technically, but this is the remote. This is like the main remote, right? This little chip, you know. You could move around. If I could hook this up right now, and I could be moving around with the remote on the PlayStation, you know. It got stick drift, but you know, I could be moving around with this remote. This is basically the remote I had just without the buttons. You know, you can move around with just this, which I didn't know, which was surprising. You know, it teaches you a lot about the remotes, man. So I suggest you do that at least once. You know, try not to break it. If you care about the remote, try not to break it. But like me, cause I broke it when I was opening the remote trying to fix the stick drift. I broke it. You know, I think I cut one of the cords by accident. It was over for me. You know, and you know, every controller player deals with this, man. I know every controller player deals with this, man, cause I dealt with it, man. You know, you got them phases where you start spraying like spray on the analog stick. You know, you spray like Febreze and Febreze Lysol, like just like spray it on the analog stick. You know, because when you look at like fix videos, when you look it up like, oh, how to fix stick drift, it shows you videos and it's like, oh, maybe it's the dirt, maybe dirt or dust or food or whatever got into your remote and you need to like to spray something a little just to like wash it off. So yeah, like I can't be the only one who got to that point, man. I did that, you know. I sprayed water, I sprayed alcohol. I was going overboard, you know. I didn't follow the instructions well. I went overboard. I was spraying way too much, you know. And the crazy thing is, I done this multiple times, bro, and broke the remote multiple times like that, man. Bro, just stick drift is just horrible, man. It's just horrible, man. It makes gameplay, which is the worst, man. But that's what it is, man. I sprayed it. I sprayed too much. It started messing up. The water started messing up buttons in the remote. I opened it, made it worse, and I broke it. So got this new remote. Now I bought this remote on Amazon for like $50. You know, you'll see that when I open up the remote, you'll see if you search up PS4 remotes on Amazon, you'll most likely see this remote. You just got to scroll down and or you could just look up Xbox remote for PlayStation. I think you'll find it too. But it ran me $50, right? And I know what y'all thinking. Why not just get a regular DualShock remote? Bro, see, this is why I'm on a whole nother level, bro. Listen, this remote serves a purpose, man. Like I'm a genius, bro. This remote is gonna serve a purpose, man, and it's gonna make me a better gamer. You know, for the next gen, bro. Y'all don't even know what level I'm on, man. So I'm gonna explain it to you. I'm gonna explain the purpose of this remote. Why I bought this bootleg remote, which is not really bootleg, but really is, but really not. I don't know. I'm gonna explain why I bought this remote. It serves a purpose. Should I open it up with my hands? Cause I one of my hands holding the camera, and I got my free hand right here. Should I open up with my hands like that? Or should I use the sword? That regular hands or the sword? I think I'm gonna use the sword, you know, to open up the outer box. So we're gonna do like I don't know how I'm supposed to open this. Okay, I'm getting somewhere. Alright, it's pierced the box. Oh shoot, this is way harder. This is way harder than what I expected it to be. With one hand, this is way harder. Actually, I might damage the box. I'm not doing this. I'm not doing this. I'm not doing this. Let me open it on my regular hand. Open it. Oh. Hold on. Yeah, I can't see that. This is rough. This is rough. All right, you got it right here. Man, yeah, come on. This is the remote. Now, you know what? Let me just open it up before I talk. I talk. This is the remote. It's a I don't even know. I think it was a brand. I don't know. Let me open it up before I talk about it. I'm gonna open it up and talk about how much it cost and like why I bought it. You know, open it up now. Open it up. Oh, snap! I'm pairing it right now. I did that by accident. All right. Here's the remote. Oh my god. Actually, no. Oh, figured. I thought those were stains that came with it. It's not stains. It's just the plastic. You know, let's take that off. I mean, I can keep the plastic on for now. All right. So let's see. Let's get a look at this controller. Now, I'm not gonna lie to you. This controller feel nice and it look nice. I like that surface feel nice, man. It's a nice controller, man. It look nice. And it feel like it's made with sturdy material. That's why I said it's bootleg, but it's kind of not bootleg. You know, the reason I'm calling it bootleg because it's not a Sony PS4 remote, but I don't even think I should call it bootleg because of that. Because people use what are those controllers called? Spec controllers, something like that. The ones where it's like the trigger buttons in the back. Those controllers, those are like well used, and people don't call those bootleg controllers. So maybe I should have called it bootleg, but I'm still calling it bootleg. Now, this remote is really for just like people who can come from Xbox and play PlayStation, but don't want to get used to the PlayStation remote or don't like the PlayStation remote. So they order this controller, you know. So basically, this is just the Xbox controller for PlayStation, you know. And that's it. PlayStation, Xbox players, they like that. You know, they don't gotta get used to the PlayStation remote. When I first started playing PlayStation, because I'm an Xbox boy at heart. You know, like to play this with this remote, I just have to release the inner Xbox in me, and I'm gonna be a god. But you know, when I first played PlayStation, I didn't have a problem with the remotes, but I could see how people have a problem. You know, the PlayStation remote is way like littler, like way smaller than the Xbox and that remote. You know, it feels different. It feels really different when I hopped on PlayStation. But now I want to tell y'all the reasoning why I specifically bought this remote. You know, actually before I do that, let me tell you about some of the controls. You know, I don't know why I'm doing this. Like I'm sponsored by this company. I just want to do an unboxing because I haven't posted in a while. So they got this turbo button, right? Now, when I researched the turbo button, basically, when you hold like a button on this remote, then you hold the turbo button, that trigger will be like turbo. So basically, after you do that, when you hold, so say I hold, you know, the R2, then I hold the turbo button, right? Say I hold the R2 and I hold the turbo button. This button would be turbo. So now when I hold it again, it's gonna like say I'm playing Minecraft, right? When you play Minecraft or any game with like mining and you have to keep tapping it, like games where you have to keep tapping it to do something, right? The turbo would just let you hold it down and you don't have to tap it. I don't I don't think there's a lot of games that like still have that thing where you have to keep tapping it. I have to probably think. Is there a game I play where you have to keep tapping it? Oh, ESO, Elder Scrolls. So if I was to play Elder Scrolls, right, and I did this, it would just keep light attacking. If you play Elder Scrolls, light attacking is just your normal basic attacks, and but you regularly you would need to keep pressing this. But with Turbo, you could just hold it down, and when you activate Turbo, you hold it down, and it just does it for you. Which I could see is kind of useful. I could probably do some challenges with that. I could probably do some challenges with that. Like I don't know, Smite Infinite basic challenge where I have to basically like I'm always constantly basic attacking throughout the whole game. I could do some challenges, but let me tell you the reason why specifically I bought this remote instead of like a regular DualShock. I bought this remote, for number one because maybe it's like a DualShock curse. You know, the reason why I keep getting stiff drift, I keep destroying my remotes. I went through 5 remotes. That's number one. To get out the curse. Maybe I could this take me out the curse. Number two, this this remote will like prepare me, right? I feel like this remote is perfect to prepare me for the next gen consoles. Now, what do I mean by that? Now, Xbox, Xbox Series X. If I decide to buy Xbox Series X, me playing with this remote now gets me prepared for the Xbox. Gets me prepared for the Xbox remote. I don't gotta get used to controller. I'm getting used to the controller right now on the old gen console. So it's preparing me for the Xbox if I buy the Xbox Series X. Now, for the PS5, it's also preparing me because the PS5 remote, as you know, if you've seen it, it's more bulkier than the PS4 remote. So playing this remote will still prepare me for the PS5 because now I know I like to play with like a bulkier remote. So this is just like a two-in-one package. And it's tough. It's tough. Bro. I'm about to become a god with this controller, man. Y'all don't know. Y'all don't know. Videos coming back tomorrow. You know, or whenever I put this up, videos coming back. That's it, man. That's it. And I need to tell y'all a story too. And I need to tell y'all story time because, bro, I almost had to wait another week for this controller, man, because Amazon is a trap, bro. Like, let me just I'm just gonna tell it in the video, but let me just say that I don't know why Amazon just don't put the prices up front. That's all I'm gonna say. You gonna have to look at the next. I probably would do it on a Smite Duel, because I could talk in a Smite Duel, so I probably do it in a Smite Duel where I explain that. But yeah, that's pretty much it. The functions. Oh, it got a mute button in the back. I forgot to mention that. Got a mute button in the back. Or did I mention that? I don't know if I mentioned that. Got a mute button in the back. That's pretty cool. So if you're using a mic that, doesn't like use, like have a mute button on it, this got you. Got the jack. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I mean, I think that's it. No, that's not pretty much the unboxing. I almost ended off the video without showing y'all, how it looked when it's hooked up, when it's on. So, bro, I ain't gonna even lie. This looked tough. I ain't gonna even lie. You see the buttons? You can't tell me that don't look tough, man. Got the green. It looked tough. Let me see the back. Like, all right, none lighted up in the back. Okay, I was about to say. But yeah, it worked good, It worked well. I'm using it right now. I'm in the like, let me show y'all. I'm in the Smite jungle right now, man. I need to get my skills back. But this remote look good. I ain't going to hold. It look like a good remote. It look crazy tough, you know. And yeah, it's a tough remote. But I think that's pretty much it. Now it's pretty much it. I was about to end it off on some dumb stuff. Listen, Now was pretty much it. Next video, I'm gonna talk about how Amazon be Amazon be with the trickery. That's what I'm gonna talk about because I it was almost I was probably not gonna post until the next week, man, because of what Amazon be doing, man. I'm gonna talk about that next video. But yeah, this is the unboxing. Y'all enjoyed the video. Hit the like button, subscribe, join the empire, and that's it. Drizzle Empire out. I'ma see y'all. Come on, you see the footwork? You see the footwork? I'm see y'all.